The power steering drive belt had been squeaking quite badly for a while now. A new Gates belt was £9.95. I bought the Micro V belt 4PK845. The old one was a Dayco 4PK845 as well, with these added numbers on 17451 127 0132. Other than a new power steering belt, you'll need the following for the Honda HRV: a 12mm spanner or socket, a 1/2 inch breaker bar to apply tension, torque wrench able to torque 24 Nm, a long belt installation tool comes in handy, and ideally a belt tensioning gauge. So this is the actual belt packaging. It's actually got the old Dayco belt inside it, but that's the packaging of the new belt that went onto the car. So here's my 12mm long spanner and a 12mm socket, and also the belt installation tool. That's quite handy, especially to try and get down there to the pulley. You also need a breaker bar 1/2 inch to tension onto the power steering pump, and a torque wrench set for 24 Nm. So let's open the bonnet. So the bonnet release catch is on the driver's side, and then we just push this lever over and open the bonnet. Now, one good thing about the Honda is you have two positions for the bonnet. Now just watch the washer fluids tubing, but you can push it open almost vertically onto a second position, like so. Gives you great access. So anyway, let's listen to this squeaky belt. Yep, nice and squeaky. So hopefully that squeak will go afterwards. So let's remove the old drive belt. So here's some photographs to actually show where the power steering pump is and the drive belt. And here you can see the pump mounting bolt. And again, here's the pump locking bolt. So using a 12mm socket or spanner, as in my case, we just need to undo this mounting bolt so that the pump can actually pivot on that bolt. So you don't need to undo it all the way, just enough to make sure it's loose. And then we need to do the same again on the pump locking bolt. So again, 12mm. Might need to undo that one a little bit more, because the pump actually does swing backwards and forwards on that. I'll show another angle of that bolt so you can just get an idea. So we just need to remove the old belt now, which actually can be quite tricky because the crank pulley is very limited in room down there. It's right up against the side of the wheel arch. So here, I've fished it out now. I'll show you another angle of this in just a second. But that's the old belt. As you can see, that's the Dayco. If I show you from another angle, you can see how tight it is actually down there. And that's where this tool is quite handy, especially when it comes to installing the new belt. I mean, it's only the width of the belt between the pulleys and the actual side of the engine. Now to fit the new belt. So here I now fit my Gates new belt. I'm actually using a little bike light here to try and show you the crank pulley at the bottom there. So I'll use that tool again to take the belt down there to the crank pulley. And it's quite a long way down there. I'll speed this up because it was quite a lot of faffing around to get that hooked over onto the crankshaft pulley. And then we just feed the belt back onto the power steering pulley, and then we just need to tension it. So we're now ready to tension. Honda give these values if using a tension gauge. A used belt would be 340 to 490 newtons. A new belt would be 640 to 785 newtons. Without a tension gauge, apply a force of 98 newtons and measure the deflection on the longest stretch between the crank and the pump. The deflection would be used belt 10.5 to 14 millimeters and a new belt 7.5 to 10 millimeters. I found access to be so tight that I could barely get my hand onto the belt. Basically, the belt shouldn't be too tight as you'll damage the bearings in the power steering pump, but if it's too loose it will slip. If you can get your hand onto the longest span of the belt and ensure it can be pushed down and pulled up to some degree, it should be okay. It's not in the same camp as a timing belt where the correct tension is of vital importance. Here's a photo of where we need to put the 1/2 inch breaker bar for tensioning. So the procedure here is to use the 1/2 inch breaker bar to apply the twisting effect onto the power steering pump at the right tension, and then once the tension is set correctly, you then tighten the pump bolts back up, the two of them, just pinch them up tight, and then we'll torque them to 24 Newton meters. So here's another angle view on there. So just make sure your belt's not too tight, otherwise you could damage the bearings in the pulley. Ideally you should torque the two bolts to 24 Newton meters. So it's quite a small torque wrench needed for this because it is only 24 Newton meters. So that's the pump lock bolt. Now we just need to do the mounting bolt. Now to start the engine and see if things are quieter. Honda do say that on starting the engine you should turn the steering wheel from lock to lock a few times, then recheck the belt tension stroke deflection. So here goes. Well, that sounds a lot better. That should make driving more pleasurable. Here are some detailed photographs with labels to help with identifying all the visible parts. I will put them on for only 4 seconds each, with the idea that you can pause them for detailed viewing. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped other home mechanics out.